Hi, this is Don Barshay, and I just read a book that blew my mind and made my hair stand on end. It's called Genetic Roulette, and it's about genetically modified foods, or GMOs. Why have I been so abysmally ignorant about GMOs, particularly since 70 to 80% of the processed foods that we buy contain genetically modified ingredients? Well, slowly but surely, I began to understand why so many of us have been asleep at the switch. Unlike Europe, genetically modified foods in our country are not labeled, even though about 90% of us want them labeled and figure that we have a right to know what's in our food. Regarding the precautionary principle, why are we taking this incredible risk? Unfortunately, the biotech industry, particularly Monsanto, is spending gobs of money lobbying our senators and representatives to deny passage of a law that would mandate the clear labeling of foods that contain GMOs. And they're doing that, of course, because they know that if foods were clearly labeled, many people would refuse to buy them, as in Europe. But let's step back for a moment and really get into the soup. In 1992, the FDA claimed they had no information showing that GM proteins were substantially different from conventionally grown foods. Then turned around and granted Monsanto a patent based upon those very differences. In my book, that's called lying. Turns out the FDA official in charge of creating this policy was Michael Taylor, the former attorney for Monsanto and later their vice president. Internal memos made public in a lawsuit reveal that the FDA position was staged by political appointees who were under orders from the White House to promote GMOs. Oh boy. But I was really shocked to discover that our own Boulder County commissioners have allowed a small group of farmers to plant GMO corn on our open space land, and that they've been doing so for many years. Now that's the land that you and I have bought and continue to pay for through our taxes. Who knew? We never had the choice to say, no, we don't want this incredible potential hazard to our bodies and to the soil to be allowed to grow on our open space land. Have you heard enough? If you have, tune into www.gmno.org. Now that's www.gmknow.org. You'll find a citizen's petition there that supports an open space cropland policy that prohibits the planting and growing of GMOs on our county-owned land. So we can have a voice if we want one. This is Don Barshay. Bon appetit.